You alright? I hope so. In this video, I want to talk about Ange Postecoglou, Big Ange, and whether he has stumbled upon his best starting 11 and has he been adapting to the Premier League. And listen, if I'm talking absolute tosh, then let me know in the comment section below. Right, let's get on with it. I feel like Big Ange has finally, in his mind, settled upon the best starting 11 for Tottenham Hotspur with the players he has available in the squad right now. I'll get on to whether Ange has adapted to the Premier League a bit later on, but let's start with how and if he stumbled across his best starting 11. Let's go back to pre-season. Not all the players were back from the Euros and the South American Championship. A lot of players came back late, so Ange had to rest them. So our pre-season wasn't brilliant, and the opposition we played in pre-season wasn't brilliant. We all know it's to go to Asia, make money, keep the fans, especially in South Korea, happy because of Sonny. So in those pre-season games, Ange had to play a few of the youngsters, and against that type of opposition they didn't do too bad, even though we conceded a few goals in those games. We still came out winners. We lost to Bayern Munich. That was the only sort of hiccup against the quality side in pre-season. So when everyone was back, Ange's sort of starting lineup was to go with his goalkeeper, his back four, which we all know off by heart now: Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Udogie. He played with a holding midfielder, and in pre-season it was Biss, who played quite well. But where he went for it and was brave was he went for two attacking midfielders. And this was by the beginning of the Premier League season, because before that he still tried Kulu wide, played with one attacking midfielder, Maddison, gave the youngsters a chance. But really, when the Premier League started, he went with two attacking midfielders in Maddison and Kulu, and then he went with his usual two wingers and centre forward. Now, it wasn't until the West Ham game, where the first half we were completely wasteful, and if you remember, he went to Pape Wassamata, get ready because you're coming on, kiddo. That was when he stumbled or realised that this was his best starting 11. Now, Pape Matar came in and was with either Biss or Bentancur, and he only played one up front. And the way this guy's been playing, obviously he stuck with Kulu. But Pape Matar adds those legs. He's up and down. Now, pre-season, Pape was playing dog shit. I'll be honest, I was slagging him off. I was going, he's doing nothing. He ain't giving the team anything. But when he came on that second half against West Ham, he was a totally different person. His effort, his running up and down, shots at goal, and he's carried it on. Now you cannot start without Pape Matar in midfield, because not only does he get back and help either Bentancur or Bissouma, he's also up there helping with the attack. Gives Kulu a free range to do what he wants and help with the attack. So you've got the two wingers, the centre forward, Kulu, you've got the inverted fullbacks coming into the attack as well. Like if you watch the game against Villa in the second half, Ange sussed it out. In the first half, Udogie wasn't running past Sonny. In the second half, he was. And he just took that defender away so Sonny could put that beautiful cross in for Brennan Johnson to score that beautiful goal and equaliser against Villa. So I think Ange has got his best starting lineup when everyone is fit and available. And that is Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Udogie. I would go with Bentancur. I think he just gives a little bit more, but Bissouma, when he comes on, he can get out of the tightest situations and do a little bit of magic with his footwork. And I'm still undecided on who should be the holding midfielder. And unless both of them improve by a huge percentage, I think we're going to need to go and buy an even better holding midfielder, because that is key to the way Ange plays his football. So, as I said, you've got either Rodrigo Bentancur or Bissouma with Pape Matar and Kulu as the attacking midfielder. Then you've got Sonny, Solanke and Brennan Johnson up front. Now that is a good team. Unfortunately, Romero's injured, Van der Ven's injured. I've got no problem with Dragusin coming in. I think he's more than capable of holding his own in the defence, and this is his chance to say to Big Ange, listen mate, I'm good enough to play. You can rotate between three of us. I think even with Ben Davies coming in, he will play better. He's a good professional. He's getting on a bit, and you know with Ben Davies, he will make one or two cock-ups in the game. But on the whole, he's a good centre-half to have. I don't think he'll be there after this season, because I think Tottenham will go and get cover for Udogie, and I think they'll get another centre-half, a quality centre-half. So we'll have four of them. Got Porro and Jed Spence, so our defence will be looking good. But as I said, that team, the starting lineup, on their day can beat anyone. Now, on the question of Ange adapting, I believe he has. I don't believe all this, we don't need a set piece coach that he said, and I don't listen to anyone else. I know what I'm doing. He has been a good manager in the leagues that he's been in before, and all we've asked of him is to adapt. Just not change his style of play, because it's beautiful to watch. When we hit form, even in a 10-15 minute period, we absolutely muller sides. But I believe he has adapted and tinkered. Set pieces, although I have seen it in the last two games, we're creeping back where Vicario is left unprotected. Get someone to help him out. Doesn't have to be one of the big boys, the centre halves or the defenders. Get one of the forwards to come and get the defender who's on Vicario, get him off. That's why he's always so nervous at corners, because he's trying to push that defender that's standing on his toes away from him. So I just want that sorted out. I know we've only conceded 2 corners all season, but I still want that ironed out. Apart from that, Vicario's brilliant. Also, Ange is making better substitutions now. He's not waiting till the 75th, 80th minute. He's doing it at half time. I mean, he had the balls to take Sonny off. And it was a good explanation why he took Sonny off, because we don't want him getting injured again. So he's learnt from that. He's learning, and so's the team. They're playing as a team. You can tell they're getting to know each other. They'll fight for each other. That game against City, especially after the Crystal Palace debacle, they were fighting for every ball. They were getting stuck in with tackles. We wanted a reaction and we got it. And they showed to us, the fans, that they're taking this cup seriously. The coaching staff, the manager and the players. But against City, I don't care what people say. It wasn't the best City team. I know that. They didn't have De Bruyne. They didn't have Kyle Walker. They didn't have Doku. They didn't have Grealish. They didn't play Haaland up front. But the person they missed the most is Rodri. That's why he's the Ballon d'Or winner. He makes a hell of a difference to that team. But watch in January, they'll go and buy another Rodri. But what I'm trying to say is, Ange is adapting. He knows he's in the Premier League. He knows he's got to adapt. He's a good manager. He protects the team. He doesn't throw anyone under the bus. He protects his players, but I also reckon he gives them a right bollocking when he needs to. So those are my points in this video, that Big Ange Postecoglou knows his best starting 11 when everyone is fit and when everyone in this squad is available. Once you get that nucleus of your best starting lineup, then in future transfer windows, you're just looking for players who can be better than the ones you've got already. We've got youngsters who are coming through, and like we've all said, they're just going to need time and patience. But in the future windows, we just need a bit of quality and experience. Now, we got Galatasaray tomorrow night. I'm not too worried about that game. It's going to be tough. Whether Ange rests a lot of players, he will have to rest and change the squad because of injuries to our defence. But hopefully we come away with a draw, because it's important not to lose. But I'm more worried about Ipswich on the weekend, because if we win that game and other results go for us, we could be third going into this international break. And I don't want to see the players going half-hearted for this game like they normally do when there's an international break coming up. I want to see them play like they did against City and Villa. Well, that's my take on it. Tell me what you think. Has Ange got his best starting 11 right now with the players he's got in this squad and when they're all fit and available? Did he stumble upon that starting 11? Or has he planned it all out? Did he know beforehand that this was the team he wanted? And has Ange adapted? Is he adapting? Is he getting better? Is he realising that he's in the big boys league and he has to adjust a few things with the knowledge he's gained from winning things in other leagues and his experience over the years, international manager and club manager? He does know what he's doing. I've seen a great improvement in defending free kicks. Corners we still got to work on, but even attacking corners, we're going for the short one. Pape Matar scored. Was a short corner to Kulu. Kulu rolled it perfectly onto Pape. He just bent it a little bit into the bottom right hand corner. Beautiful goal. We've got to vary things. We can't keep just floating balls over. Quick thinking, discipline, work together, work as a team. I can see that bond growing now with each game, and it can only be good for Tottenham. So let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you think I'm talking absolute pony, then let me know. But anyway, I'll end this video now. Take care, God bless, be lucky, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget those 4 famous words that every Spurs supporter says to cheer on the boys. Come on, you Spurs!